I'll keep this hand. Okay. Good to go?
Okay, 1 card on the bottom for Yasu, a mulligan to 6. Misty Rainforest cracked for Eric. Told Eric with some advice. It's a terrible deck. No one should play it. Referring to Doomsday. All right, there's a warning, everybody. I think a little bit of reverse psychology going on here. Eric wants people to think Doomsday is terrible, but it's actually tier 1.
Yeah, conflict. Let's see this one.
What tier is it? Thoughtseize. Hand is revealed. Looks like Flooded Strand, Force of Will, Double Swords, Nadu, and Narcomoeba. We might see Force of Will taken here. I don't know if when the players sat down, they knew what each other were playing. I think, Yasu and Eric have seen each other around quite a bit. Maybe some guessing happened, but it's pretty obvious what Yasu is playing now. For Eric, that is. And Yasu knows what he's playing too. Yasu, do you know what you're playing? Wait, what just happened?
Good? Yeah. Satisfied with that. You got it.
I have no idea what happened, but okay. Okay. Flooded Strand gets played. Not much else going on for Yasu right now. Has Double Swords open. Unclear if that's going to matter. Here's a Brainstorm for Eric. I think we're looking at 2 decks right now, combo decks, that are to be expected. If you're showing up to a Legacy tournament, you better come prepared for breakfast. You better come prepared for Doomsday. They're both decks that you can expect to see. Which one is better positioned right now? Maybe breakfast. But don't count out Doomsday for sure. Meticulous Archive, Surveil on end step. Bill in the chat is rooting for Eric. Okay. Bill taking sides. They call Bill Bristly Bill or Blue-White Bill or Blue-Black Bill. Swords dumped into the yard. I don't think we need a 3rd copy of Swords to Plowshares.
Go.
Okay, Yasu found a land drop. That's good. Polluted Delta gets cracked for Eric, shuffling some cards away after Brainstorm. Good old Legacy play. Vinny, really great question. Any weigh in on Mardu, Aether Vial in Legacy? So there's been a bunch of Mardu decks of various kinds popping up in Legacy very recently. Harry, thank you for the bits. And while I haven't played with them or against them much myself, on paper, they look legit. What does everybody else think? I'm like a few cards short for a few of them. Otherwise, I would have dove in already.
My turn.
Okay, an Undercity Sewer surveils a Lotus Petal into the graveyard. Becoming more clear what Eric is up to, I would say. Duress.
Can't target me. I'm gonna take this away from me.
Okay, Dread Return is stuck in hand. That's not great.
I'll take a sword. Sure. So Ritual Doomsday. Yep.
Wow, in the wrong order. Dark Ritual Doomsday. It will resolve, and Eric will build a pile. Yasu with a hand. Basically completely unable to interact. Other than a Swords to Plowshares, but Eric can easily play around that, obviously. So what happens now if you're new around here, if you're new to Legacy? Eric will build a pile. Generally speaking, the piles will consist of cycling cards like Street Wraith, Edge of Autumn, Cavern of Souls often in there, and Thassa's Oracle. Idea being we have a short library of just a few cards to cycle through before getting Thassa's Oracle on the board and winning the game. And sometimes you could do it all in one turn.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which one you were on.
So Yasu looks through the exile pile, tells Yasu a bit about what could be in the Doomsday pile. Yasu thinking about fetching on end step, it looks like. That could make sense.
Force that pitching archetype. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna fetch.
Comment, swing for 2. And I will attempt secondly. First.
I have 1 out.
Second one is good?
Yeah.
Yasu says I have 1 out. What could Yasu's out be? Does anybody have any feeling on that? Could Yasu be referring to... Is there only 1 out? Wait. Yasu can't combo off, so that's not an out. Surveil... Yeah, Memory's Journey could be the answer. I'm trying to think what else Yasu could possibly have in there. Nope, Yasu just passed the turn after drawing a card.
Force of negation.
Are you on it? Yeah. Just gonna use that card. It's like a straight ready. 6.
So
Psychology bottom.
Okay.
then I'll cast the second blow therapy that's in there.
Psychology bottom.
Sacrificing Fox
Wizard.
Oracle.
I'll respond.
I have 2 triggers.
All right, Yasu had nothing. Moving on to game 2.
One of us is bad. There's only one, right?
Eric takes game 1. Nicely played.
You could just be on the personal tutor for some reason.
Did a check for interaction in hand with the discard spells, and then completed the combo with Doomsday. Yasu will be on the play here. Nomads and Core on turn 1. Scary.
I'm going to practice for blue. Sure. Discard.
Delta.
So I have 3 blue. Good. I'm going to take 2. 6. I'll use 1 blue here.
Sorry, I just assumed that you weren't going to do it. 3.
Oh, wait.
Go.
Whenever cast a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it. So that was flashback. Yes. 3. Yeah.
Undercity Sewers.
So does this actually remove?
Okay, Undercity Sewer, Surveil. Just a Nomads and Core on the table right now. It's likely Yasu in game 2. Very well prepared for. Oh, well, okay. I see a consigned to memory on the bottom of the deck right now, but better prepared for the Doomsday combo stuff. Both players capable of a Thassa's Oracle win, but 2 different ways to get there. Hedge Maze, Surveil. Between Cephalid Breakfast, Doomsday, Oops All Spells, there's a bunch of decks in Legacy right now trying to win with Thassa's Oracle. And they're all doing it in different ways, which is somewhat interesting. Teferi Time Raveler. That could be bad news.
Force, pitch days.
Force of Will pitching days might as well. Won't be able to use it after Teferi resolves if it resolves. Yasu can decide now whether, if Yasu has interaction, to fight back and try to protect Teferi or save counter magic for interacting with Eric's more threatening spells like Doomsday, let's say. I think I like allowing Teferi to be countered. We don't know what's in Yasu's hand, but generally speaking, I like hanging on to my counter magic against the combo deck rather than protecting my... Well, it depends. Like, if Teferi said, you know, if the text on Teferi literally said your opponent can't cast Doomsday or something like that, it would be a different conversation, but All right, here's a Thoughtseize. And we're going to get a look at Yasu's hand, and maybe we'll get some clarity on what Yasu was thinking about on the previous turn.
I'm gonna use one blue here to bounce my tide.
Yeah, 5 points in hand.
Taller Eric saying Yasu thinks I should have dazed. Oh, did the Oh, I guess Yasu tapped out. That's true. Daze over Force of Will. Huh. Yeah, Akalith guessing there could be a Doomsday in hand, but no Dark Ritual. Good point by the chat. I was so busy talking, I completely missed that Daze was an option.
I had anything. So I'm like, okay, if I find like control or anything else to like,
I talk too much on my own stream.
it's better to just.
Shut up already.
But like, because you let them like.
Thoughtseize on the stack still. Yasu thinking about what to do in response. Fetching?
Oh, there you go. Like I figured that like
Okay, Meticulous Archive, Servel. Taller Eric in the chat, which is Eric that's playing right now, says the idea was bluffing the Dark Ritual, but the Doomsday, but no Dark Ritual. So Eric did not have Doomsday, but wanted Yasu to think he had Doomsday. Interesting.
Artifact source lens.
Okay, so Yasu's hand gets revealed here. Force, Narcomoeba, Nomads and Core, and Orum's Chant. Orum's Chant is interesting.
You left us your big stop.
it's possible. Force of those.
I'll check out what you have on top.
You can check.
Historically,
Take Force of Will.
that like the deck
Okay.
kind of just.
And
Okay, Force of Will is selected. Makes sense.
It's like
Go ahead.
it's like all your if all your stuff is focused on trying to find my graveyard, I can just like play
and I will draw two.
Cast another one. Yep.
it can still be wrong.
Okay, another Nomads and Core comes in. Bill in the chat says Orum's Chant is so bad, can't even stop unmorphing. Yeah. What about Manifest Dread, Bill? Have you thought about that? Legacy players don't even know what that is. They have no idea what the hell Manifest Dread is. They don't know.
Go. Go ahead.
These Nomads and Core continue to swing away. Yasu now with 5 cards in hand. One of them is Orum's Chant. A Brainstorm for Eric. Steamboat Goat says no one ever thinks about Megamorph. Maybe that's because Megamorph was a mistake, Steamboat. Along with all the rest of Dragons of Tarkir.
And stuff. All sacrifice Jackal Lantern, trading, please.
What's the most busted card in Dragons of Tarkir, by the way? I don't even know. What's the best card from that set? Colligan's Command?
5 in hand now? Go 4.
Gurmag Angler was Fate Reforged. Someone, moderators, keep an eye on Bill. You have to have this stuff memorized, folks. Flooded Strand was not in Dragons of Tarkir. God.
Cavern on Wizard. Go.
Cavern on Wizard. Okay, folks, the fetch lands were not in Dragons of Tarkir. I'm going to end the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, someone coughed. All right. Let's see what Eric has in store for us.
Let's go to the next one.
Wow, a scoop? Okay. Moving on to game 3. Gizlo says Dragon Lord Kolagon was decent enough in Garuda combo. Yeah, I do kind of remember that. When are they going to bring back companions, by the way? Here's Lotus Petal. Should be an interesting game 3. Eric was on the play.
Entomb.
Entomb, okay.
Play this Hydroelectric Fire untapped. Until 6. Oh, sacrifice.
Oh, I love it. Valgavoth or whatever.
Okay. And then I'll just pass.
I have
So that's how you got Matt with it.
Yeah.
I assume you're ready. Go to my turn. Yeah. Tap. Upkeep.
Do you mind if I look at the deck?
What's this card called?
Cast looting.
It's the new Valgavoth, but the high mana cost mono black one.
Discard 2 echoes. Sure.
Although we'll reserve, this will resolve before this hour.
Terror Eater. Thank you, Bill. Terror Eater. Valgavoth, the Terror Eater. It's a terrifying card. I've played against it a few times now. This card is powerful.
They're vexing ball. Pass turn 2.
And now there's a reanimate happening. Trying to get this Valgavoth Terror Eater into play. And it will be a fast clock. Flying lifelink 9/9. Ward, sacrifice 3 non-land permanents.
Naming.
Oh, these
So some kind of a backup plan here to Doomsday the reanimate package. Toller Eric in the chat says in game 2 when this plan was falling hard, I didn't want to reveal it, so bluffed Doomsday. Okay, setting things up for game 3 where the reanimate plan can really catch Yasu off guard. Looks like Yasu is holding a copy of Swords to Plowshares, but it won't be very effective against Valgavoth as it stands right now.
Take 9.
Yeah, because that was my first.
Go to 10.
Toller Eric says not a backup, full 15 card transform. All right. 15 card transformational sideboard happening. And Valgavoth has arrived. It's on the board. It's going to be tough for Yasu to beat.
Go far.
The ward is sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. That's tough. 3 non-land permanents. That doesn't mean Yasu still can't combo off, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a cosigner, like a cycle. Yeah.
Force, pitch, ponder. Goes off. Does it go? Doesn't matter.
Okay, so force pitching ponder on Cephalid Illusionist. It does get exiled. How Train Conductor Harry says you just play your opponent's lands for free. Yeah, you can play the cards exiled by Valgavoth.
Waste you out of the thing, especially because you can play them yourself.
Yeah. The waste funds can definitely be effective. It just so happened.
Yeah.
Well, the way that Yasu would combo is to mill the deck and cast Thassa's Oracle from hand. But it does make it a lot harder, yeah. Like, obviously, Valgavoth makes the whole thing a lot harder. Oh, so Yasu just drew a consign to memory. Wait. Oh, that's the scoop. Okay. GG's.
Additional swords removal just to make it a little bit easier against some.
Wait, hold on. Couldn't Yasu swords it and then counter ward?